Broadcasting from the Fence One Studios. Voted #1 contractor in North Alabama. 94.1 WHRP. Gurley, Huntsville, Decatur. A Cumulus media station.
Tony, yeah! Tony, in the morning. Tony in the morning.
94.1 WHRP.
Gotta say that. 94.1 WHRP. Michael Jackson making us feel good.
Yes.
Those old school joints are, oh my goodness. Because we all know them and they're so generational. It's so funny. I know you see this with the young kids today. I'm talking about toddlers. I'm talking about 5-year-olds who know his music.
Still know it, yes.
They wouldn't even thought of.
At all.
And they know the music.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to YouTube. Right? I mean, it's phenomenal.
It is.
That
it
this
is.
music keeps going on and on. Remember, the Jackson 5 started in the 1960s. Hello.
Some of y'all weren't even born back then. Wow.
Yes.
But, there's something about music you can feel. Like when it's the energy that just makes you want to move.
You turn on
classics.
one of those type of songs and you'll see all walks of life dancing and enjoying that same song, right?
Yes.
And that's what we like. Good morning.
Good morning.
Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP and DJ Primetime 256. And we call it Wednesday Hump Day. Why are we so hyped? Because it's going to be 77 degrees today in the middle of the winter.
Man, hot.
Craziness.
It's crazy.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Yeah.
Shout out Mother Nature. What up, girl? How you
deserve 2 hot days after those 2 frigid cold days last week.
It got it in the teens.
Mood swings.
Come on.
Mother Nature going through it.
We got adult weather today.
What's happening today?
What's that?
Mother Nature's having a hot flash.
Woo! Ooh, wee.
Right.
In the winter.
Hello. Hey, shout out to my best girlfriends. You already know.
She said, somebody get me a fan.
Right. And sending love and hugs to our friends, neighbors, and family members that are heading back to work.
Yeah.
A lot of people got another message yesterday that they were to return to work full time.
Full time. Yes.
Redstone Arsenal, one of the biggest installations in this state that supports and employs close to 5,000 people.
Yeah,
50,000 rather.
Yeah, thousands and thousands of people out there.
Close to that. And so they have been working remotely since the COVID outbreak in 2020. That's nearly 5 years. And some people were doing a kind of a semi, like they would go in 2 or 3 days a week.
Couple days on, couple days off. Yeah.
And it just, to me, made sense because they were being more productive.
My thing is, if you can do your job from home and you're doing the actual job, you're completing your goals, you're hitting your task, I see nothing wrong with it.
I appreciate you sending me home to work Primetime. Thank you so much for that.
Bye, Tony. Hey, if you can do it from home, I'll see you later.
Hey, trust me, I am OUT out.
Thank you for starting your morning with us. Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
We looking black in the day.
Was that black?
We're looking back in the day.
Back.
Well,
back in the day, on this date in 1926, Carter G. Woodson was born. Yes, and he will become known as the father of Black history, historian, author, journalist, and the founder of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. He established what was known as Negro History Week that eventually would evolve into Black History Month that we are presently celebrating. That's Black in the Day. Back in the day, on this date in 1877, Wallace Fard Muhammad was born. In fact, he would later become the founder of the Nation of Islam. 1983, Michael Jackson's Thriller hit number 1 on the Billboard. The album charted and stayed there for about 37 weeks. Ooh. Now that's a number 1 hit. Tina Turner wins the Record of the Year and Song of the Year at the Grammys. What's Love got to do with it on this date in 1985? And wait till you find out what Kanye West did with that song. is coming up in Tattletales. All right. LL Cool J released the single Mama Said Knock You Out on this date in 1991, and celebrities celebrating birthdays and famous people too.
Erykah Badu, the queen of neo soul with hits On and On, Bag Lady, Didn't You Know, Next Lifetime, and many more celebrate her birthday today, as well as actor and comedian D-Ray Davis. He appeared on Hip Hop Squares, Wild 'N Out, The History of Swear Words, and movies like Barbershop and 21 Jump Street. We also have Bill Duke, actor, director, producer. Duke has done it all. He's appeared in movies like The Original Car Wash, Predator, Menace to Society, and more. And we have Corinne Bailey Ray, Grammy Award-winning singer. She's best known for Put Your Records On and Like a Star. In memoriam, we have Fats Domino, born on this date in 1928, a rock and roll pioneer. He laid the foundation with songs like Blueberry Hill and Ain't It a Shame. Find more celebrity birthdays on our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
And it is International For Pete's Sake Day. Now, this is what we do when we don't want to say those bad words like, shut the front door. All right, that's back in the day. Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP.
Today's best variety of R&B. 94.1 WHRP.
Gentlemen, prom season's here and it's time to dress to impress. On Time Fashion's got you covered with their exclusive 15% off special on men's blazers, suits, tuxedos, and shoes. Whether you're going for that classic elegance or a modern twist, everything is in stock and ready for that big night. Come on to On Time Fashion. They'll help you step up your game and make a statement that won't be forgotten. Visit On Time Fashion today in Tuscaloosa or Huntsville and get ready to shine on that prom night. Don't forget to check out their website at ontimettown.com. Tell them DJ Primetime 256 sent you.
High of 77 degrees. Tony in the morning, 94.1 WHRP. And another beautiful thing is we're putting someone in the third row.
The third row.
Rocket City Blues Festival this Friday, VBC, Propes Arena. This is going to be the show not to miss. And somebody's going to win. So we already know that Joyce
won.
Fifth row.
Charles got the fourth row.
Who got next?
Who got the third row?
Yes. So today you're listening for a song between now and 10 a.m. by King George. Ooh. And when you hear it in your caller number 9 at 866-481-9477, y'all know you need to have that number on lock.
On speed dial.
Right?
Hey, and then what we listen to again?
King George.
Not Usher. Not Usher.
Stop
y'all
being messy.
They be calling doing the wrong songs, clogging up the lines. You're not supposed to be saying that.
Stop being messy. They thought they heard something. You know how people are always sampling. They thought they heard a sample.
You heard the first note and the phones immediately start going off.
That's all right. They trying to win, and I hope you do. Time for the good news in the neighborhood.
Good news in the neighborhood. Apply to colleges in and around Alabama for free from now until February 28th. Only got a couple of days. This is for Alabama's College Application Week. All you have to do is go to alabamagoes2college.org. For this and other good news in the neighborhood, check out our Facebook page at 94.1 WHRP.
The phone is ringing.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good news in the neighborhood is sponsored by Alabama A&M. Learn more about Alabama A&M University by visiting aamu.edu today. Alabama A&M University. Start here, go anywhere.
That's what Anita Baker said. Yeah. Right. And so for all those days, people did not ride the bus in the state of Alabama.
Right.
And many cities participated in that too as well. So what did that do? Put a little dent in the economy.
Hit them pockets. Hit them where it matters the most.
So, and also sent a message, about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Well, here we are in 2025 dealing with much the same as, the orange compost has decided to do away and terminate diversity, equity, inclusion. This has been a conversation, a big hot topic among many communities and the culture, and people are tired of it. And then they saw a lot of big retail companies and other big industries decide that they would do away with the program as well, right? And because of that, folks have decided, you know what? since you don't want to include, we'll just exclude and not shop at your places.
Yeah, you don't want to
retail,
include us,
right?
we're going to exclude our dollar.
Exactly. And now there's a big plan of a nationwide economic blackout for tomorrow, the last day of Black History Month.
Yes.
Tomorrow, right? Am I wrong?
No, 28th.
Oh, the 28th? Where are we?
We're the 26th.
Oh,
It's okay.
no.
But y'all can start early.
No,
don't start early? Gotta do it on time?
Gotta do it on time.
Okay, on
So,
time.
On the 28th, so we got a whole week to plan what we're going to do, if we're going to participate or if we're not. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
got 2 days. Yeah, we got 2 days to plan. Yeah.
Okay,
The 28th.
all right. All right. Oh, it's Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
Okay, thank you.
You trying to retire on us, Tony. You can't do that.
That's a whole nother conversation. All right. Yeah, so a nationwide economic blackout is planned for Friday.
Yeah.
And so they're asking a lot of people to get your shopping done in advance, fill up your cars in advance, all that kind of stuff. And it's a different type of way of protest.
Right. And they're
You
not
know?
saying don't shop, just not shopping at the major retailers or the companies that rolled back their DEI.
That's pretty much what it is.
Right,
We're not
right.
talking about don't shop at small businesses. We're not saying don't shop at places, as you mentioned, who are participating in the DEI program. There's a lot of companies that are.
A lot of companies,
And
yeah.
then there's some that just aren't. And they're targeting quite a few. Now, let's get into this. So there were corporations that said they're going to do away with the DEI goals and practices, which is Amazon, Target, Google, Disney. Now, after everybody had a big outrage,
Hey, hold up. Wait a minute.
wait. No, we're going to reinstate these programs.
Our bad.
Yeah. Oops. We didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, so y'all going to be mad if we do that?
Right. So they decided that they would reinstate these programs. Nonetheless, you have to do your homework. You got to do your research and see if indeed many people who missed the 1960s and all the civil rights, there's a lot of people who say, man, if I was there,
Yeah.
I'd have been walking and marching too.
Here's your opportunity. They did it for 365. We asking you to do it, what, the 24?
Hours. Hey now, it's your best girlfriend, Tony Terrell, and I want you to know we have many ways for you to stay connected to 94.1 WHRP.
I'm DJ Primetime 256, and let me tell you, it is so lit to have the WHRP app on your phone. Now you can take us everywhere you go. Plus, listen online at WHRPFM.com. Just click the purple Listen Live button. And Tony, don't forget, we also have our podcast on the web, so you never have to miss Tony in the morning.
Oh, you know I like that at WHRPFM.com.
At Fence One, they know your space is personal, whether it's your home or business. That's why they offer expert commercial and residential fence installation, repair, and staining to fit your needs. Whether you want privacy with a wood fence, that sleek look of aluminum, or the classic feel of chain link, split rail, or ranch style fencing, they've got you covered. Looking for low maintenance? Their vinyl fences are a perfect option. Whether it's a quick repair or a brand new installation, Fence One is ready to enhance the security and style of your property throughout the Tennessee Valley and beyond. Call my friends at Fence One at 256-885-6722 and tell Jordan that DJ Primetime 256 sent you. You can also book your appointment online at fence1.net. That's fence1.net.
The latest gossip headline.
Here she goes, up in everybody's business.
Tony's Tattletale.
Did you hear about what happened?
Tony's Tattletale.
Tony's Tattletale. Is any of this true?
Tony's Tattletale.
Well, listen, we start this off with sad news. Of course, many of you already know that we lost another great musician earlier this week, Chris Jasper, of course, of the famous Jasper-Isley group. He played with the Isley Brothers for quite a long time and actually helped to write some of those hit songs like For the Love of You, Between the Sheets, and Fight the Power. Chris Jasper, who earned his angel wings at the age of 73 years old, will be greatly missed, no doubt. All right, you know it's bad news when you can't even record a song in jail these days. We're just going to the H-E-double. I'm just saying, Tory Lanez tried to record a session and was disrupted. Disrespect by a prison outbreak. Messing up these tracks out here on this cell phone.
Trying to spit bars in the cell.
He'll have plenty of time to try to do a cut a remake since he's got about 10 years to serve.
Dang.
And serve it up. Talking about the blogger Tasha K, who owes about $4.3 million to Cardi B because Cardi won that defamation case.
Sure did. She did.
It's not the word is what I heard. It's just tattletale.
Now you're in the know about other people's business. From Tony's Tattletale on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP.
No, that's PT.
He said he was a mutt. I'm a dog. I'm a mutt. It wasn't me. It was him.
Right.
Leon Thomas mutt. 94.1 WHRP.
Try to clean it up if you want to.
You know, that's what he said. I was using his own words. You
got confused.
His tiny desk.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, he's a good singer.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. He can.
Yeah.
I love singers that don't just have a good song. Like when you hear them on record, it sounds good. When it sounds great live, that's the singer.
They put a little spin on it.
Put a little
things they should have did on the record. They do it live.
Oh.
Afterthoughts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, I don't know what's worse. There's been a lot of near misses or collisions or crashes and devastation when it comes to the airlines of recent dates.
Yes.
And it's got me a little nervous. I'm sure I'm not the only one who has started looking online about what they want to do for spring break coming up, summer breaks on the way, that type of travel. Southwest, I'm going to give props to the Southwest pilot who was getting ready to land the plane in this is one of the airline airports that I go to, which is Midway. I'd rather go to Midway than O'Hare. But nonetheless, Midway is where this happened. So they got this private jet. You know how the private jet has their own little space? Yeah. And then here comes the commercial airline. And there's conversation from the tower reportedly telling the jet to pull back or whatever and let this airline, this aircraft land. And they're saying that the jet was kind of like either A, not understanding, B, or ignoring. Whatever the case was, he was landing the plane as the Southwest plane was coming into land.
Oh, wow.
Southwest pilot recognized, acknowledged, and saw what was about to happen and took the plane back up. Yeah.
Wow.
So for that, I want to give that pilot props because you saved a lot of lives. So they're investigating all of that recording of conversation. So I don't know if that story is as bad as this story. Couples on a flight, traveling, and the person that you're sitting next to, who you probably didn't want to sit next to, but they're there, and that person falls asleep. Now, how many of us have fallen asleep on the plane? I'm guilty of that.
I fell asleep. I always fall asleep. I fall asleep before we take off.
Yeah. Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I got to see what's going on.
I wake up when we land. Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure. I'm watching all y'all.
I need to be knocked out.
I'm watching. Hey, I need a certain altitude before I fall asleep. But anyway, so this couple sat next to someone that fell asleep and never woke up.
Fell asleep and never woke up on the plane.
Like this person doesn't even know they didn't wake up.
Oh.
I don't know what's worse. You're sitting there and you realize, excuse me. I need you. Hello, you nudging. Excuse me.
Hello, can you move?
There's no snoring. There's no body movement. In fact, you just changed a shade of color.
Wow. And he said they had to fly next to him for 4 hours?
Yeah. So I don't know what's worse, a near-miss collision or sitting next to somebody that just wouldn't wake up forever.
94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP is celebrating Black History Month.
The art of resistance.
Here's O.C. Maddox Jr.
There's not a year, a month, and for many of us, not a day goes by that we're not reflecting or thinking about the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Well, today we're going to pick up a paintbrush and we want to add to the canvas the Montgomery bus boycott. What made that a great act? Well, one of the most powerful acts of resistance took place in American history. Yep, a 381-day protest. That was sparked by Rosa Parks' arrest on December the 5th, 1955, and it also ended segregation on Montgomery's public buses and launched Dr. King as a leader of the civil rights movement. The boycott's success relied on three key strategies. First, economic pressure. Over 90% of black residents stopped riding the buses, crippling the transit system financially. Second, legal action. The NAACP lawyers, well, they fought segregation laws, leading to the Supreme Court's 1956 ruling that bus segregation was unconstitutional. And number three, how about organized resistance? Yes, indeed. Dr. King and the Montgomery Improvement Association got together, became collaborators, and they coordinated carpools and mass meetings, keeping the morale super high despite the threats and violence. You know, as we reflect on Dr. King's life, his life has embodied the art of resistance. He transformed nonviolent protests into a powerful force against racial injustice. That was inspired by Gandhi. But he also used speeches, marches, and boycotts as a palette, as weapons of change, proving that strategic, disciplined activism could dismantle oppression. The Montgomery bus boycott, it wasn't just a local victory, it was a model for future movements. And Dr. King's leadership, well, it turned resistance into a revolutionary art form, shaping the fight for freedom across this country. I'm O.C. Maddox Jr. for Black History Facts. Thank you so much for listening, and until next time, stay informed, stay inspired, and keep on making history.
Happy Black History Month from 94.1 WHRP. Black history is your history worldwide, and we're celebrating all month long on 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning, she keeps calling. Oh my goodness. Listen, this story right here has me all over the place with emotions and concern and what to do next, you know, type of thing. Like, what would you do?
Yeah.
If your parent tells you to do something, you're supposed to follow.
What your parents say.
Yeah, you do what your parents say.
To what extent, though?
Yeah, I mean, but if you're under the age of adult and you're 15 years old, you're still a minor, you're still under the care of your parents.
Under your parents, yeah, that's true.
You know, but you're right, to what extent, you know, like, yeah, okay, all right. So this is a story out of Ohio where a 15-year-old boy was arrested after allegedly shooting and killing his mother's abusive boyfriend, is what the headlines are saying, right?
Yes, yeah.
And evidently, the mother and this so-called boyfriend were having an argument. The boyfriend reportedly started punching the mother in the face. And then the mother says to the 15-year-old, shoot him. And so the 15-year-old male shot him multiple times. The victim is hospitalized and then later dies. So what do you do in a circumstance when your parents are telling you to do something?
That's a tough
now,
situation.
You're witnessing this person harming your mom. I can only imagine the adrenaline and, you know, wanting to protect.
And then the cry out for help.
And then the mother gives permission.
Say, hey, go do this.
Yeah.
Do this. Oh, man,
and so now the kid is arrested, and I believe, you know, in juvenile circumstances of being jailed, and has a hearing coming up in March.
That's it. Man, that's a
so my question
situation.
is, under these circumstances, how will a judge this situation?
Yeah,
because,
what do you do?
Right. I did what my mom said for me to do. Should the mother be charged?
Right,
with
instead
the
of
shooting?
the kid.
This is a whole new situation.
It's a sticky situation.
Because now they're, you know, they're putting in parents in positions to be responsible when kids take
for the
guns,
kids' actions. Right.
take guns to school and this, that, and the other. Does this fall under that? We may have to call Rucker Legal Solutions on this one.
That's who I'm calling, Casey and Kimberly.
Yeah.
Is it legal?
Is it legal? Yeah, because I'm confused on this one because I've never heard of anything of this sort.
Yeah, that's interesting because he's witnessing the abuse. Mm-hmm. The mother's calling for help and saying, "Hey, do this." I wonder if she's saying it to get him off of me. Man, and then he was...
You're not my daddy.
Right.
That's another thing.
Well, then he was charged with domestic violence before.
Yeah, he had a case in 2017 where he had put harm to another woman, bitter and all that. She went to get her wounds taken care of, but she refused to get the medical attention, and there were no charges.
Wow.
So then that was dropped. So he has a history of domestic violence behind him. He was already charged with a domestic case hours before he was killed. So he has a history, but still, going back to the child who was told by the mother to shoot him, and now he's arrested. Will the kid be released and the mother be charged? Do you think that the mother should be charged? I tell you what, let's have some people tell us. Call us at 866-481-9477. What do you think? Do you think the mother, the parent, should be charged with the murder after the child did what they were supposed to do, and that is to do what your parents tell you to do?
Told you, yeah. No,
Yeah, sometimes that's all you can say.
Kimberly and Casey Rucker, where you at?
What's your sign? Horoscope. Is this your birth month? Here's astrologer Kim Allen with your daily forecast.
Happy Wednesday. The energy of confusion is ready to turn things upside down. This is not a good day to push matters that seem to be disagreeable. Unforeseen aggravation can appear from someone you didn't expect. Even the best of people can have a difficult day. Watch your step. I'm astrologer Kim Allen. Contact me at kimallen.com.
94.1 WHRP, today's best variety of R&B. Tony in the morning and DJ Primetime 256. Welcome to it. It is Wellness Wednesday with Dr. Whitney West, our favorite MDPC. And Dr. West, hey, it is Wednesday. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How are you?
We're doing good. We're going to get over this hump. And today we're going to talk about something that's quite concerning, understanding ovarian cyst. Tell us what an ovarian cyst is.
So a cyst in general is just a fluid-filled sac. For the ovary, this is when typically around a time of ovulation, we're talking about reproductive world here, the ovary puts out an egg, and that part of the ovary has to heal. And sometimes it heals over normally without any problem. Sometimes there's a little bit of collection of fluid, which turns into what we call an ovarian cyst. And that is very common in teenagers and young adults.
We're talking to Dr. Whitney West about understanding ovarian cysts. What are the common types of ovarian cysts?
So there are what we call functional. That means that ovulation happens and then you get this little tiny cyst. Or as we're preparing for ovulation, there are cysts that occur as that one, the best egg is produced to be released. So those are functional. Then we have what's the dermoid cyst, which is actually a little tumor. It has really weird things inside like hair and oil and teeth. And that will grow sometimes and will require removal of that. And then we have other things that turn into there are benign cysts, and then we have the cancerous ones. So
those are a lot of cysts to keep up with. But of course, I'm not the only one that heard her say teeth, right?
Yeah, teeth.
Right. Okay. Dr. West, keeping us up to great information in regards to understanding ovarian cysts. What are some of the red flags? How do you know you have an ovarian cyst?
First one is pain. During your ovulatory cycle, there is discomfort. Some women are more aware of their body functioning than others, but that midway through your cycle, you'll get that discomfort for about 2-3 days. Now, the problem comes is when that pain is severe and it persists. So if you're having the pain that lasts and we call it 8 to 10 out of 10 pain, then you need to be evaluated, because the cysts can grow. And once they get past a certain size, then they become dangerous and may require emergency surgery.
It is Wellness Wednesday, and we're talking with Dr. Whitney West about understanding ovarian cysts. How can you treat all these different types of cysts?
Well, it depends on what they are, and we can do testing like ultrasounds, MRI, that kind of thing, to decide exactly what it is. How big it is will determine how it's treated. If it's small, less than 4 centimeters or so, then we're talking just watching and waiting. Just look at it, watch it, and maybe recheck it in 4 to 6 weeks and see if it's resolved. If we're talking 6 and above, then we need to manage that sometimes with surgery. If we're close to 10 centimeters, which is, let's say, like the size of a grapefruit, then we're talking surgery, because that the heaviness of that cyst can cause the ovary to twist on itself, and then it cuts off its own supply of nutrition, and then we now have an emergency situation where we have to get that ovary out.
Discomfort, excruciating.
You can't talk about having it hard because you got superpowers.
Nobody talks about
Money Long said y'all got superpowers.
You didn't get the message when you said Money Long.
Superpowers.
Money Long.
Money Long.
Yeah.
My money's
now, that might be the perfect grammar, but Money Long.
Ooh, that's why she got superpower. Oh, touche. Right. 94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. Tony, have you ever left a bad Google review on anyone?
No, I don't do reviews.
You don't?
No, I don't. Who am I to critique and criticize?
I mean, then you may be in a safe space. I've left, so I'm this type of person.
I just don't go back if I'm not a fan of what happened or I didn't enjoy my experience. I just don't go back.
I'll give an honest review, but I give good reviews and bad reviews.
Okay.
Though. So if I get great customer service, I'm definitely giving you a great review, even if the food was.
I will now take time out to compliment, and especially if someone's giving good service.
Yes.
I want their the person that they answer to. I want them to know.
No.
So I do take time to do that. But if it's lousy and all that, I just don't go back.
You just don't go back?
I don't go back.
That's good. Well.
And yesterday I had a situation.
Yeah.
I ain't going back.
You ain't going back?
Nope.
They threw some little onions in there.
Ain't nobody told you to say all that.
Just saying. You should leave a bad review. I'm joking. So a ramen restaurant owner is putting bounties on people. Bounties.
Woo.
A $700 bounty on people who are leaving bad reviews.
Can you do
on
that?
his restaurant? I mean,
so how does this work?
So the way the way it works is he is offering $700 for the name and whereabouts of each customer that goes on.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, it wasn't a threat. He told the people that left the bad reviews, he won't forgive them, not even for the safety of their family.
That is a threat.
That is a direct threat. However, he said that he will spare everyone's life if you come back to the restaurant,
a double threat,
eat another meal, and leave a good review.
That's a threat.
Well, nah, because the second meal is going to be better than the first one.
No, I don't know about that. I'm not eating nothing he cooks.
Why?
Not with a threat.
He only threatened you once.
It won't be me.
Well, folks, I'm still out here looking for the home of my dreams. And James Stallworth at Stallworth Real Estate, yes, he is still the one helping me out. Now, I feel like the process is more of me than anything else. The indecisiveness of wanting a living room, a den, an upstairs, a downstairs. Do you want all your bedrooms upstairs? Do you want them downstairs on the first level? Do you want a man cave? Whatever you want, James Stallworth knows exactly how to get it for you. And then if you already have property and need someone to manage it because you're relocating, or you're moving to a bigger house, or to another state, or if you're in the military, they really have you taken care of. please holler at my people at Stallworth Real Estate. They will take care of you. James Stallworth is by far the best real estate agent I've ever worked with. Give him a call at 256-214-4123 and schedule your appointment with James Stallworth at Stallworth Real Estate today.
Tony in the morning on 94.1 WHRP. Today's high 77 degrees. Sunshine is blazing today. All right. Time to get that sunscreen. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so the W is the WNBA superstar Diana Taurasi is retiring. It was kind of speculated that she probably would. She's had a 20-year run in the WNBA. She's broke all kinds of, records and things like that. Started at UConn, where she won the 3 NCAA championships, right? Naismith College Player of the Year and was a 2-time Big East Player of the Year award winning, and just all kind of accolades. And a lot of people are in awe of her game, to say the least. 20 seasons with the Phoenix Mercury. So she's retiring. I got a feeling that Brittany Griner knew, because she went ahead and took the gig over in the ATL with the Dream. Because she had been with the Mercury from the beginning, too, for a long time. From the get-go, for her career, that I should say. But nonetheless, Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant, actually gave Taurasi the nickname White Mamba.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
And she looked up to, they had a good relationship and a great friendship before his untimely passing. But so congratulations, 20 years in the game. Wonder what's going to come next. Probably some commentating, broadcasting.
Oh, yeah, always. That's always the next step, right. Especially when you're good.
She already has something that she does every year, and so this will be interesting to see nonetheless. Yeah.
Speaking of retiring, if you haven't caught Wu-Tang Clan Forever, well, they are doing their final tour. RZA from the Wu-Tang Clan has, he said that the Wu-Tang has showed many chambers throughout their career, and this final tour is called the Final Chamber.
Okay.
This is going to be the last chamber is what they're saying.
All right.
So I haven't had a chance to catch them live yet, but they're saying the whole crew is going to be there, and I got to see it. I got to see it.
Got to find a good spot to see them do their thing.
Hey, like the second row. I see what I did there.
Right.
Today's best variety of R&B. 94.1 WHRP.
94.1 WHRP. Tony in the morning. I'm DJ Primetime 256. Don't forget the 256. Now it's time for your motivation and inspiration.
One day can make a difference. It depends on what you do within that day. One day can chase old troubles away and bring new blessings. One day can put problems in perspective and present real solutions. One day can put you back on track or on a better path. One day can make a difference. One day can change your whole outlook and make you feel new again. One day like today. So what will you do with this day? That is your motivation and inspiration. 94.1 WHRP.